for showing up an entire hour early. Again, I'm super sorry. I was excited to do this AMA. I've been looking forward to it ever since we initially planned it. So I jumped the gun. That being said, the way we're going to do this, for anyone who's new, I have a little list of questions that I've aggregated, throughout the week, seeing what y'all want answered. So we'll go through those first, and then y'all are more than welcome. We're going to open up the floor. You can raise your hands. We'll bring y'all up here and answer any of those questions that y'all have. If y'all don't want to come up here, feel free to continually add questions into the AMA question area. You don't have to. And that is about it. So we will go ahead and get started. And I want to start this first one off. I'll go ahead and answer this one. We get this a lot. So how do I get alpha testing? And the way to do that is by visiting our website, ghostsoftabor.com/alpha, and then you sign up for testing, and you will be manually selected when the next wave of testers goes live. And I hope that answers it, because we get that a ton. All right, the next one. What's the biggest thing you guys have on your roadmap for the future?
Everything. I, I think we're working on it already. Is just the armor system and maps. Those are our biggest tasks right now. Yeah, I'd say that's our future biggest things.
Awesome. Is there any plan for some custom maps or modes?
We've talked about doing custom maps or like what do you mean like mod like community maps? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so we talked about maybe when we launch our competitive mode, after a little bit, we would allow like the community to maybe make comp maps or something of that nature. But that's still not. I don't know. That's not really a priority to us right now. But we definitely have kicked the idea around.
Awesome. And so people have been inquiring into the comp mode. They're wondering, will this be sort of the traditional 5v5 type attack and defend mode, or how is that going to work?
No, it's going to be a lot like Hunt Showdown if you haven't played that on flat screen. And I don't want to say a lot like. It's heavily inspired by Hunt Showdown, and it's also 4v4. There is no 5v5 bomb plant, capture the flag. We're over that crap. There's enough games that do that. That era is over. It's been played out. I think there's like with the newest one that just launched. And I think then with Breachers, which I'm really excited about Breachers, but even with like Breachers coming out, like there's just so many games like that already. Let's just do something different for once in gaming, or at least in the VR space.
Hmm. Awesome. And for those of you who haven't played Hunt Showdown, just real quick, it's you deploy as a small team, and there are local objectives that everyone is competing for. And you basically go in, try and get the contract done while not dying, while also simultaneously fending off against things you'd encounter like NPCs and other squads. And
There
it's
you
also
go.
a very good game. And okay, so will there be tournaments for it for this game?
Yes, tournaments will be hosted exclusively through VR Esports League, vrel.gg.
It's a very good esports league. If y'all haven't checked it out, I recommend it. I'm totally not biased as the assistant community director, but what will the server capacity look like? Will the
I,
Quest servers be smaller? And is it crossplay across platforms?
I mean, everything you're already seeing being released by content creators is cross-platform between Quest and PC VR. And server size is going to depend on map size. So I can't really answer that question fully, but it's a lot like Tarkov. Depending on the map size, that depends on how many players could potentially be in there. And then again, it may come down to where you're playing and you join a server and you queue up and it says connecting. It finds people. It may find, let's take Missile Silo for just instance, 8 people in that server in that map because it's a little smaller. So your map, you may have 8 other players in there. You may have 2. You may have none. You're not going to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's sort of what brings a little bit of the excitement behind it is you never really know what you're going to encounter while you're playing.
Nice. All right. This was the last one that got tossed in there. Is the SVU going to be in this game?
I know. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We have
That's
a
my
couple-
answer. I don't have a clue.
the sad face tossed in there in the AMA section.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anything could happen at this point. We still got a few months. You never know. We have like 80 something guns, and we're still adding new ones. So, like the homemade shit, like the rat loot guns. You know what I mean? So like we're still plugging along.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a very good question, Alec. I'm gonna ask that one in a second. Okay,
Not
so
knowledge.
that's actually a good one. So all right, so I'm gonna save this one's from Bear, and I know he has his hand raised, so I'm just gonna go through these other ones that are getting popped in AMA, and then we'll bring Al up on stage. Okay,
All right.
so from Valdez, do you plan to make sure the game runs smoothly and fix bugs by adding new features? Obviously, there's a level of
What kind of question is that?
well, there's a fundamental. Here's the second part. There are other games that have focused on adding new content and not making sure the core gameplay loop is smooth, and they've gone to shit. So,
Well, yeah, I think that's what you see mostly happen in VR. Period. As it is, I feel like that's sort of the what's the word? The revolving door of virtual reality games. So no, we're not too concerned about new content right away. We want to make sure everybody can play and that kind of stuff first, and then we'll start adding more stuff to it as we go.
mm-hmm. And the next question from Alec. So, for those who've played Hunt Showdown and other games like Tarkov and DMZ from Call of Duty, how are you going to deal with odd spawning where you can turn pretty much 45, 90 degrees to the left or right, and you can see the other enemy team from their spawn?
I've never had that happen in Escape from Tarkov, so I would basically say we're sort of going for that type of spawn.
Okay.
And spawn points. In Alex played Missile Silo, I think he can pretty much already sort of see what we're doing with our spawning and how they're hidden and those kind of things. And I don't know of very many spawns that are that close together on Silo that would give someone an advantage. I think the worst one is the behind the train spawn, because you spawn and then there's like 3 goddamn Phoenix like right there immediately.
Yeah, you get popped
So
an AK. It's always really fun.
yeah, I think that's probably the most troublesome spawn we have. But even then, for the game type, I mean, it's luck of the draw, boss.
Mm-hmm. All right. For Kenshin, is there local voice chat?
Yes, we use Odin.
Nice.
We don't use Vivox because Vivox does not support sound occlusion, and we wanted to make sure that you all can hear each other from a distance and it echoes, and that's already in the game, and people can already test that, and they're already testing it.
Awesome. All right. A few more in these AMAs, and then I know a couple people have their hands raised, so I'll bring them up.
Sure.
Will you guys have different game modes, or will you focus on the main point of the game?
Main point of the game until comp mode releases sometime in 2023, but it'll most likely be later in 2023, like the fall. If it doesn't get pushed to 2024, we want to make sure we get the main game mode right first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the next one, do you plan on adding rewards for completing tasks, excluding money, i.e. guns, meds, valuables, etc.?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to hop on over here. Let's pull... all right. Get you up.
You have to excuse me. I'm pretty tired. I went scuba diving all day.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting this to start in the middle of my nap.
I'm so sorry, Scott. Okay, I gave an invite to Sergey. If you see that, accept it, please come on up here. Otherwise,
Sergey.
I'll pull someone else.
Sergey. I need a Red Bull, Mo. You can go buy me a Red Bull?
Dude, I'll...
Hello. I'm just listening.
Who's that?
Sergey is on stage with us.
Hey, Sergey, I can't understand you. It sounds like you're eating your mic.
Kick me off.
Oh, kick you off? All right. My bad. Anomalous, one moment. Call sign, I know I saw your hand up there, so if you want to re-raise your hand, I'll pull you on up after this one.
Hello.
How's it going?
Who's this? Anomalous? Is that who this is? I'm not looking at my phone.
Okay.
What?
I've got 2 questions to ask if that's all right.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fine.
Let's do it.
All right. Question 1 for picking alpha testers. Is there any thing you're looking for in particular, or is it just luck of the draw?
So at one point, I was handpicking everybody that came in based on, how they were behaving in chat and that kind of thing, and if they seemed like they would be someone that would come in and actually bring value to the testing, and not what we feel 90% of people want to do is just play it once and then never test again, and then also not report bugs the first time they do it.
Yeah.
But right now, it's really just an automated system. Fish created, I think, something. Him and when Chris was still with us, him and Fish made something to where it just pulls people randomly by the name of input. But we're doing another draw here shortly for MVP 2.0, which will be in the end of December.
Cool. And my second question is, as someone who's seen limited video footage, not much of it, but a lot of the trailers, is the melee system shown in the trailer something that is either in the game currently or you intend to add? Like the ability to push someone else's gun or something like that?
So that already is sort of in the game. The testers haven't seen it yet. I'm not real happy with what we have, and I want to make some changes before. I really want to have something that I personally like. But melee systems where you can grab barrels and that stuff are already working and that kind of thing.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for coming up. Alrighty. Bring Hunter up.
Hunter.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello, Hunter.
All right. I have 2 questions. That's all right.
Sure.
So I've only recently discovered this game. It looks great, by the way. Great job.
Thank you.
So about the shop system and how it looks, is that just a placeholder, or is that how the final design's gonna look?
It's just a placeholder for testing is
Okay.
all. We our map maker is going to go through and redesign that. I actually made our first system that you haven't even seen yet. I think Moa's seen it.
Oh, okay.
The big map for all the shops, but what the testers got right now, and that you can see, it was a placeholder that Fierce Patty, one of our devs, he just put it together real quick because we're like, hey man, we don't have a way to test our shop system. He's like, got this, man, don't worry. And he built the shop, so it worked. It works
nice.
for now, but there is an entire full map that would be dedicated to our shop system, along with
wow, okay.
and then the flea market, based off what I originally designed, is actually like a big open exposition hall or
Oh,
stadium.
very nice. Okay.
And it'll be nothing but tables full of every item that is for sale
Cool.
on flea
Okay.
market. So
My second question is about the gun system. How in depth are you guys planning to go in terms of making the guns jam, or having to clean or repair the guns? Is that your plan, or is it just
that 1000%, yeah, that'll definitely be a post March release feature.
okay?
But E.B. McLovin, Elijah, me and him have spent, I think I've said it every AMA, we spend every weekend just going over guns and doing recoils and doing gun passes to make sure this gun's still right after an update or something of that nature. And we really want to make sure that when we really get into this, I want to make sure that guns jam. You have to put them in that vise that has been shown off.
Yeah.
And if you don't clean them, then yes, they will jam up. We want you to be able to replace internals. We've
Awesome.
even got this crazy idea to maybe you can find a Timney adjustable competition trigger to where your trigger pulls only 2 pounds, so you barely have to touch your trigger on your
Oh,
controller.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got a lot planned. So, but
Awesome.
that's definitely after post March. We want to get the core gameplay out and then really
Yeah,
ramp up after we see that it's solid and get that going. But yeah, we have a lot planned, man.
Awesome. Really look forward to seeing that.
Cool. Thanks for the question.
Thanks for having me up here.
Thanks for
I
coming
hope
by.
to get lucky in that draw.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
See you, bro.
All right, I think we have a few more questions in here. All right, if you play as a squad, will your teammates be highlighted in any way?
So there's a thing. I'm a Tarkov player, and I love Tarkov, but Tarkov made me hate playing with my friends. Because my friends are pieces of shit players, and they would just cap anybody that walked around them because they're just idiots. So you do have neural implants in this game. It's sort of like our future tech kind of a thing. It'll be how you control like a compass that maybe shows you where exfils are, or the direction an exfil is. It's a new feature that'll be MVP 2.0. But we do plan on having a type of what we called in the U.S. military a Blue Force tracker, to where it highlights your teammates. Yeah, friendlies. I feel like it has to be done, because if not, half of you are going to rage quit after your little buddy Jim Bob over there gets spooked by a sound in a bush and caps you in the face, and you're carrying out $1 million kit. So
turn a corner.
Yeah,
and cap the guy you work for with a shotgun on accident.
Hey, legit, this guy right here, ready or
Yeah.
not, has shot me in the head so many times. This is one of the noobs that I talked about.
Oh,
that I
come
can't play with.
on. Doing me dirty, Jesus. All right, next question. Before I get thrown under the bus too much, will full body tracking and haptics be a part of the game?
Haptics are full body tracking. We do like the idea of it, but I think it would have to be an after March feature. We really need to get other things right before we run down that road. But full body tracking works. Obviously, you see all the stuff that Proper does, and he's using a homemade full body tracking system for all this CGI.
Nice. So there is a question: how does damage work? And I assume they're asking like the depth of the mechanics, I suppose.
Yeah. So right now, the armor system isn't up, and the damage system will probably be. I think it'll be an MVP 2.0, but it'll actually be damage per body part / bone.
Nice.
So, and while we do plan on expanding the healing system to where you can heal individual parts of your body, sort of like Tarkov after they go red or black. Right now, it's going to be just a simplified healing with just the Nerds Nanites injection, and I believe it'll heal your most damaged part first. I think I got to revisit that. It's been a hot minute since we talked about it. I'll have to talk to Bash about it, but we do plan on having damage by bone / body part done by March release.
Awesome. And then I know this one here, will PC graphics be limited due to Quest mobile crossplay? And
No.
to that, I can say we have a comparison video actually on Combat Waffles.
No,
YouTube.
you know who is Nolik still here?
Yes.
Nolik, raise your hand, Nolik. Raise your hand.
Oh, let me pull him up here.
No, not Nolik. Yorick. Is Yorick in here? Yorick.
Oh, Yorick.
Nolik and Yorick. God damn it.
I don't think Yorick is in here, no.
So Yorick sent me a message the other day, and I'll read it to you. And it made me pretty happy. And things like this should make people happy when they're doing this type of work. But I don't feel like we've compromised our graphics at all on PC. And Yorick sent me this because he's been playing PC version, but we're letting him test the Quest version. He said, dude, the Quest version blows my mind. How the living hell on earth did you manage to get it to look that good and run that good on a Quest? So I don't think you're going to see us compromising our PC graphics for Quest graphics, because we've got some amazing, talented people from Epic and other places that have came in and really put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in here. And they've made it look pretty fucking awesome so far.
And a lot of the development team and the community in general are competitive VR players, and having the discrepancies between the two platforms is a huge pain point. So that was definitely important.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Let's see. If you wear ear protection, will you hear less of the surroundings? So kind of like how Tarkov system works.
That will be a thing eventually, yes. Right now, it is not a thing. But that is planned, yes.
Awesome. And Heinz, I know I've tried to catch you with your hand up, and I missed it both times. So if you want to get pulled up, I will bring you up here if your question hasn't already been answered. Wait here for a second. Oh, there it is.
Heinz is that it? Yeah.
Yep.
Heinz. Okay, let's do it.
Hello.
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 Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, Heinz?
How's it going? I just had a quick question. It's a bit unimportant, really.
Oh, okay. Every question's
I-
important. What's up?
Okay, cool. I know you touched on crossplay earlier between the Quest 2 and PC VR. I was just wondering
Mhm.
if there was an option to turn the crossplay off.
There's not.
There's not.
But
Okay.
there's not. But
Good question.
it's a good question with a lot of the cheating you see happening in like Call of Duty and flat screen games.
That's exactly
We
the
would
point,
we
yeah.
will be having an anti-cheat from day one. So, but right now we have not even discussed that actually. So thank you for bringing it up. I'll talk to the team about it.
All right, nice one. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, you got it.
Huh. So is self-labeled unimportant? Or it happened to be very important.
Yeah, I see. There's a lot of people that don't even ask these questions, and this is why you should ask them, because some of this shit, guys, like we're so busy, we don't even think about things like that. And I can't tell you how many times as a PC player, I'm like, and then playing with my console buddies, and then we just get like shit on by hackers in like Call of Duty Warzone. I'm like, fuck, I really wish I could play, or maybe I should buy a console so I could play console only, and that just was never a thing for a while.
Mhm.
But everybody wished it was.
Right. All right. The next one is I haven't played the game yet. Is VStock currently in?
Virtual stock is not set. It's in the options list, the settings list, but it does not currently function. We actually have a Pro Tube and a Mammut tube, and Bash is going to be setting all of that up shortly. He has all of those items in hand where he can start setting up stocks.
Awesome. Let's see here.
I think we have an iStock too, that new one, that like little half one. I think we got one of those as well. I don't remember everything.
This next question is basically what information? I don't know how much you can answer this one. What information do you leave to the server versus client? Are you worried about cheaters? Do you think that you may switch this to a server authoritative storage method? I suppose.
So everything will be server verified.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know what they're asking. They're talking about shot placement. They're talking about editing the back end on the save files to give yourself more health, and using something like Cheat Engine.
Mhm.
So everything will be verified by server, to where we don't have to worry about those type of things. And we use Amazon server game servers, GameLift. And Infish, our brilliant full stack, is already developing all of that. It was all last week, along with all your stats from KDs, survivals, all the Tarkov style stats. He's been working on all of that for weeks now.
Excellent. That was a good question then. Alrighty.
There are a lot of games like Pavlov that have just they like delete bullets because of their server setups and stuff, and we don't want to deal with that crap.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, will booby traps be a part of the game? From personal experience, they made clearing any interior pure hell.
What's that? I'm sorry?
Will booby traps be a part of the game?
We actually just talked about that on Friday, and we are talking about maybe in the future having pre-set up booby traps already in certain areas, or eventually allowing users the ability to use landmines. Landmines will already be a part of the game for restricted areas, like in maybe like a woods map or something like that. A lot like Tarkov does it. But we have talked about allowing users to like put grenades on like a tripwire attached to a door. We haven't made up our mind completely on it, but we have talked about it a lot, and I think it's a super cool idea, and it would bring a whole new aspect of just getting your shit pushed in.
Yeah, talk
So-
about conventional warfare.
Yeah,
I get jump scared when I play Ready or Not, and I walk across a tripwire and I get deleted.
yeah, right. I mean,
So
it can be interesting. I mean, we've already got it to where you can destroy doors and stuff like that and blow locks off. Like, it's like, so why not? But again, that's a feature creep thing. What we deem feature creep. There's a lot of things we want to do, but there's a lot of things that we need to get done first before we follow back up on that. And trust me, every day is a struggle with the entire team. because we all come up with a great idea, and then it's like, oh, we should do that. Oh shit, we got 30 other things to do this month. Oh man, and 10 things didn't get done last month. Okay, we should maybe hold off on that. Like,
Yeah, exactly. All right, we got some hand raisers. Pull you
Sure.
all up here.
yes, that is a drill. I don't care if you like it or not. I got to take these screws out.
He actually
Sorry,
is a
dude.
drill. Oh my god.
Scott is a
Yeah,
savage.
I got a drill, dude. I'm a savage. I don't care.
Everyone
I got
Awesome.
work
that
to
out
do.
very quickly.
Awesome.
Scott-
Yeah. So I'm here to follow up on my question about VStock. I really meant virtual stock. So like
Yes, yeah. Virtual stock is in the game. It's just not on for you all yet.
Okay. Yeah. I got the impression you were talking about physical stock calibration, which is
We
also a
were,
plus.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Will hand angle adjustment be a thing, like pistol angle adjustment, that sort of thing? Because like different games use different angles for that sort of thing.
We talked about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've talked about it. I don't know yet,
Oh.
but we have talked about it.
Okay, cool.
Not on the AMA. Also, we.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh shoot. I was. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Sweet,
Well, thank
thanks.
you for coming up here.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, got another one.
Hey, can you hear me?
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, man?
I got a couple small questions. How's it going? I was just curious, like on the server capacity, is it gonna differ from like PC and Quest? Like, what is the expected server count for a raid, pretty much?
Again, it depends on the map.
Is there gonna be multiple maps?
There are gonna be yeah. There's like we're gonna release probably with. I'm hoping to get 3 maps at release. Which the first one is Silo. The next one is Island Tabor, which is a ginormous map. And I would like to. I want to pump out like a woods map or maybe a city or maybe I think there's like a coal mine I want to do, or maybe Subway. But there will be multiple maps. By time I'm hoping by the end of next year, we'll have at least probably 10 to 11 normal maps in rotation. And by I want to. This is all speculation. We would like to be rolling out like a new map, like a DLC map for everybody that's a part of DLC content, like a snow map.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. And so, like, if it's like a pretty big map, there would be like 15 to 20 people. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, if it's a pretty large map, that's sort of what we're looking at. Yeah.
All right. And then is Quest and PC, like, is that crossplay? Or is it standalone?
No, it's crossplay. What you're seeing right now is all
awesome.
crossplay. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. All right, that's all I had for you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up. And feel free to keep raising those hands, y'all. Otherwise, I'll just keep reading from the AMA list. How are you leveraging AWS? Are you using GameLift? My team is.
We are.
Oh, well, there's the answer. Next one. Will you be able to camo your weapons? For example, find some branches or leaves and zip tie them to the weapon. This man's out here trying to do guerrilla warfare.
Not something we've talked about yet, but maybe in the future. I like the idea. Sounds pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Put some wheat on my helmet.
Some wheat. I thought you said weed.
Well, I mean,
You-
depending on the
you'd
region.
I mean, you may be able to do that.
You could loot my helmet and then I'll get the drop on you.
Yeah.
How will inventory work? That is a broad question. I assume probably they mean personal player inventory. But they could also mean stash. So
I would just need more clarification on what they mean exactly.
Kenshin, we'll answer that. Could you just maybe edit it so we don't give too broad of a question? That'd be awesome. Okay, well, while we wait on that, what server regions are you guys going to support at launch?
That's a Fish question. Maybe ping him in chat.
Fishy, I know you're in here, buddy.
I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah,
I don't
here.
know.
I'm
Oh,
in
he's
here.
up here. The
There we
man.
go. Fishkins. He can answer. Yeah.
Yeah, we are gonna support a lot of regions. We're definitely gonna have NA, EU, and somewhere over in Asia. I think Singapore is probably gonna be the most central place. But yeah, we're gonna support multiple regions for sure.
Hell yeah, brother.
There we go. Boom.
Yep. So multiple regions. Okay, Kenshin. So yeah, how will inventory work, both personal and stash? So
How will inventory work, both personal and stash? Personal inventory is whatever you can fit in your kit that you're wearing, along with what you can fit in your backpack. And stash, you have storage shelves. You have you'll have lockers for your rigs, your vests, that type of thing to pre-set up and put into your locker for storage. And it can fit so many. I don't know how many yet, and I'm sure you might get 2 or 3 based on your level.
Mhm.
And then you have your gun wall that will hold all your guns, accessories, grenades, all that shit. You have like a kitchen area for your food, and you have a bunch of shelving that you can put just anything on. You have you do have a medical station right now in the base hideout, but there's a larger one in another part of the hideout that no one's seen besides like you, Moa, and the internal team.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have plenty of room to put your shit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and to further it, it's a VR medium. So if it wasn't clear, you're physically placing these things. It's not a UI.
Yeah, this isn't a UI where you drag and drop. Like you have to take it and put it on the shelf, and you have to organize your stuff to where it's not just a hot mess. And you can't just throw your shit on the floor either, because what happens is if you watch the Advantage Research Facility, there's a orientation video on our YouTube. You notice that Professor Proper said that there are multiple of these facilities spread throughout the region of Tabor. And that doesn't mean if you leave your shit on the floor unsecure, not behind a locked door, that someone just doesn't come in while you're asleep, hint, hint, offline, aka offline, or in a raid after a 24-hour period and just take the shit you left laying in the floor. So your shit will be deleted if you do not store it away in a proper place after 24 hours. That's what I'm telling you.
Excellent. All right. Next question. Is there going to be a lot of variations in mission and quest types?
Yes.
Excellent. That's an easy one. All right. Will it be possible to suffer from limb loss, perhaps from explosions or more fatal shots?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Is it possible will there be any loss of limbs?
Not at this time, but I would like to see that eventually. I think we've also all talked about that a little bit, but not right now. Not at start. That's a big one for the start.
Yeah, that would be everyone getting gibbed around by frag grenades. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so a follow-up question to the camo mechanic. Would you also be able to do the same thing with your clothing, like a ghillie suit crafting, or just basically, can you customize your appearance in the way of camo for your character?
Yeah, we do plan on having that, yes.
Excellent. And the next one, will you be able to buy items from the trading companies, or will everything be exclusively in the flea market?
I'm sorry again, what was that?
Will you be able to buy items from the trading companies, or will everything exclusively be in a flea market sort of thing?
Everything will be in the trading companies. It'll be spread around. If that's what you're asking me. Yeah, it'll be spread around.
Excellent. And we'll take a few more questions in the AMA, and then I'll ask any outstanding hand raisers. And then last comments, and we'll go from there. Probably end it after that. Are you guys looking to implement a realistic movement speed, or something like Contractor Pavlov, where you move pretty fast?
Nah, it's already realistic based off stamina.
Awesome. Okay, and take the last couple. So if y'all have any last burning questions, toss them into the AMA. We'll pick them up here, and then I'll probably cut that off. So the next one, how in depth will weapons be? Will you have to zero in the weapon sights, adjust the stock, all the extra cool guy shit on weapons?
Eventually, not right now. We would like to get to where you have to zero in your guns and that kind of thing in the future.
Awesome. And while these people type out their last questions, I will go ahead and bring up the voicers.
Hello, it's me again.
Hello.
All right, I've got 2 more questions, which are less questions and more just shit I think would be cool to add in the game, if that's
Okay.
all right.
Sure.
First one is like, if you get shot in the arm, will you like lose function of that arm? Will it just like hang to the side of you until you get medical attention?
See, it's hard to do that in VR, but it definitely will give you some type of it will give you some type of penalty. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But making it to where you
second one-
can't use it at all probably just couldn't make it work in VR, unfortunately.
Yeah. And second one is, if I'm an experienced player in this game and I've got a lot of Gucci shit, will I be able to invite my friend to my storage area, I forgot what it's called, and give them some of my stuff before going out into a raid?
Eventually, yes, you will. At first, it's going to be offline only, but we do want to make it to where eventually to where you can bring your buddies in. There will be like games you all can play together, not basketball. We'll probably do like some air hockey or something, stuff we haven't seen. I see too much basketball. I think Contractors has it, and I feel like it's a weird mechanic in VR games. But there'll be a lot of like cool little things you can do, and then you'll be able to bring them stuff as well. Yeah. And we're also looking maybe, and this is a very soft maybe. Well, I think that's the wrong word. Very hard maybe. It's almost probably not going to happen, but I would love to see to where we could set up something with your friends list at launch, where you can actually pick them from a list and you could put something on your selling table and send something to your buddy instead that he could receive through his receiving table.
That would be cool. Right. Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you for coming up. Alrighty, we'll get Hungry, we'll get Call Sign up after that, and then we'll do those last AMA questions.
Hello. I have a question about the armor and stuff because I noticed it's a cosmetic right now.
Yes.
Will you further it after or before launch?
Oh, it'll be done before launch.
Okay, I can't wait to get bodied by somebody with
You might
4 gears and stuff.
you might actually see. I'll have to ask Elijah. I don't think he's here. But I believe for MVP 2.0 at the end of December, you will have functional armor, penetration, that type of stuff, along with fully working helmets, including an Alton where the shield lifts up and down. It limits your vision. You'll have all of that, I believe, in MVP 2.0.
Sorry,
Okay,
what was
that
the
seems pretty
question?
fun.
I pulled
What was
Eli
that?
up here, by the way. I pulled Eli up
What
here.
was the question?
Is basically his armor going to be functioning like I said we had to ask you, but will armor be functioning by MVP 2.0 at the end of the month for like penetration, the helmets, all that type of stuff, or is that an
Yes,
after?
what I love in MVP 2.0 is you'll have a few different chest rigs to take on and off. Those chest rigs you can attach like as many primary holsters as you want. That will physically fit secondary holsters. You can put your knife holster on there, grenades. You'll have helmets, and the helmets will have attachments like NVGs, or as Scott suggested, the Alton face mask. You're probably just gonna have 2 or 3 helmets for MVP 2.0, but you'll see more in the future as well.
I just thought of another one. Will gas masks be necessary for to combat grenades or map areas with?
When that map releases, you will definitely need a Geiger counter and maybe an NPC suit and mask
Okay, nice.
to enter a certain map. Yes,
Thank you.
you got it.
Awesome. Thanks for coming up. All right, Call Sign. Let's get you up here.
You don't hear me fine? I'm doing this off the phone.
Yeah, you're good.
You're fine.
All right, hold on. I got fucking everything's fucking quiet. I hate this damn thing. Hold on. I have 3 questions. Will there be any sponsored gear within the game? Like, I remember reading something about Max Hog or some shit like that. Like, as in melee weapons or. Sorry, hold on. Hold on, Bubba. I know. Just hold on.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah.
Fuckers are quiet. Hold on. Don't know how to work this damn thing.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna audio clip this part of the AMA. This is awesome.
I'm dumb. Hold on.
Call Sign. You have to change it
Is
to
this
speakerphone.
Call Sign Bear?
Yeah, you have to change it to speaker
Fucking do it.
call sign.
You know, fucking hate this shit. Change it to
Well, we'll have a little entertainment here for a second and see if good old call sign can get it to speaker.
God
so we-
damn it. It's like high school over again.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna move him to the audience in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
My bad.
No, you're good. Just put it on speaker when you figure it out. Re-raise your hand. I'll move you back up.
All right.
Poor call sign. All right, Heinz.
Again.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
What up?
Just a quick one, really. I know you said you were a fan of Tarkov. I was just wondering if there was going to be like a map, similar to Labs, where you need a key card or something of
Yes.
value. Okay.
There will be key cards involved, I believe. Actually, on the island of Tabor, there will be a facility on that map, but it's not just a restricted to an indoor facility. You'll have other places to go.
Okay. Just to sort of elaborate on that, would that be to gain access to the map, or
No, that's all. It's all a part of the map. So whoever spawns in on Island Tabor, they will be able to go into a certain part of the map if they have a key card.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's great.
Yep,
That's it.
you got it.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming up here. All right, y'all. Gonna do these last few written AMA questions, and we will probably wrap it up because we've been going here for a minute. Alrighty. Well, will we be able to add our own clan tags and pictures that can be added to our clothing for the competitive scene?
Maybe, I don't know. Comp scene's still sort of far away for us to make any, definite choices on there. So maybe. I mean, I like the idea.
Awesome.
Remind me in like the fall.
Okay. Alrighty. Will you be able to add kill flash to the scopes so the scope won't flash the light off the sun reflection?
I don't believe they do that now already, do they? Eli's not on here anymore, but they don't do that yet.
Okay.
They do not.
And to finalize this AMA, we'll end on this one. Will there be armbands or patches to represent your faction or clan?
You will have patches, yes.
Awesome. All right, y'all.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
I've made these boys talk long
There's
enough.
no more. Right?
So,
There's no more. Are you sure?
well, there's a couple. If you want to keep going, we definitely can.
Let's go. I don't want to have to answer these tonight, so let's just answer them right now.
All right. Will there
You
be
got me on here an hour early, for fuck's sake.
I'm trying
Use
to
it.
Okay. Will there be artifact-like objects in irradiated zones, for example? I know this game is more grounded in realism, but talking about the Geiger counter and the chem suits.
I don't know what you mean by artifacts.
If you've ever played Stalker, there are
No, I've never played Stalker because I like girls.
there are hazardous zones with rare materials or items that you can find in extremely hazardous areas that'll like pretty much instantly kill you.
I think you're gonna find higher tier loot, but I don't know about like specific like. There may be certain loot, like Tarkov even has that, where certain things only spawn in labs. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I guess saying that, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Let me see. I'll double check. Will you be able to make an explosion reaction, aka place nades within range and blow up, to make the first one blow up all of them? Chain reaction, perhaps. I guess is what.
I don't. Not at launch. Let's put it that way. Not at launch. That's a fucking. It's out there. I like it.
And then I know Mike Kirk here is saying he joined a bit late, so he's just asking what the competitive scene will look like, and I can reiterate on that if you'd like to. It's
Please, yeah,
going to be most likely a 4v4 where you join a given map, and the core loop is heavily inspired by a game like Hunt Showdown. And if you don't know what that is like, essentially You join into a map. There's contracts on these monsters essentially that you have to kill, and you basically try and complete that contract while all the other squads on the map are competing against you to do that first in extract. And it'll be something inspired by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to keep going? Because they're asking more.
Sure. Hey, fucking do it. Let's do it. Get it
Will
done. Unless
there-
you got to be somewhere.
No, I'm good. Will there be flashlight blinding?
Ask Eli. I don't know.
Eli.
We'll see. We'll see. This month we're working on a lot of stuff like visual effects, which it's a very difficult thing. It's very limited in Quest. But we're doing some, fucking in the background, and we might be able to make some shit like that work. It's a cool feature. I like it.
We're lucky to have like an Eli and a Hevity to be able to
Yeah.
come in and do this kind of stuff.
Get 1 million lumen candlelights and burn my retinas out in real life because the screen's a centimeter away from my face on VR.
Yeah, wait till you see the flashbang.
I assume this question, I'm just gonna kind of further on this next question. Are there stash advancements similar to Tarkov? I'll just further that. Are there hideout advancements similar to
Yes.
Tarkov?
Yes. There will be, yes.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Get those last questions in there. If y'all want them, raise your hand. Put them in that AMA questions.
No, I will not take you to prom. Will not attend your prom.
All right, we'll give it here.
I got asked that at the shopping mall the other day. I would attend someone's prom with them, and I said, I am old enough to be your father. So absolutely not.
You run and hide, brother.
People are strange, man.
Will the Founding Fathers Edition characters be allowed to grow a beard? I like that.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just reading one of the questions. Am I allowed to grow a beard as a Founding Father Edition owner, like on the character model? Special Founding Fathers, like 19th century
Hey, I
style.
don't know what you're trying to say, man. Some of us can't grow beards IRL.
Yeah.
That's cutting too close to home, Kenshin. You can't be asking questions like that.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think that's something we're really focused on.
I see one more type in here, and we'll take that as the last question. Leg meta is a big deal in Tarkov. Will you add any protection to your waist and below, like a kilt, a battle kilt?
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't say battle kilt, but I said battle kilt. Leg meta is a big deal in Tarkov. Will you add any protection to your waist and below?
I don't know about waist and below, but we do currently have a groin protection that has more Ole straps on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't really thought about leg protection though, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, guys, I know it's set in 2044, but we are based off realism. I can tell you, I've never seen anybody in any military have a leg protection. So, no.
How about you guys go strap some 20-pound weights to your legs and go run for a minute and then ask that question.
Fucking chattest legs of the century by the end of that training. All right. When will the 2023 closed beta start? If y'all have any knowledge on that.
Sorry, my shit was muted.
You're good.
Yeah, when we launch it at the end of March.
There you go. Okay. For the MA, is TWS hiring in any sort of capacity?
No, we're not.
All right.
It doesn't mean we won't be in the future.
There you go. Okay, so I assume this is in reference to the Tarkov mechanic, where it's kind of role playing and you have skills. But if I shoot myself and with small calibers, will I build up a tolerance to higher calibers?
So we don't. What the fuck? That's not how it works. But that's hilarious.
Maybe not for you.
Yeah, we're make sure we blacklist Sizzy OSID. Write that down. No, I don't think it's gonna work like that. That's the wildest shit I've ever heard. Thank you for making me laugh tonight.
will you be able to somehow climb trees with the right equipment and shoot people to become a all caps rat?
An alt caps.
Climbable tree. That's a good question.
Sounds pretty
like it's
cool for
very
like
difficult.
post launch, right? Maybe post launch. I saw a video the other day where somebody had like a rock climbing pickaxe and was like in VR and climbing shit with that, and I thought it was super dope. So parkour mechanics and stuff like that are something we're very interested in.
Excellent. And will it be okay? There's a thumbs up. But will it possible to play this game in a stationary position?
Yes, you can play seated or standing stationarily. You just got to use your controller to turn.
Excellent. And I will wait for call sign. I know he had questions.
Is he coming back?
I see him typing there. I don't know if he figured out how to go on speaker yet, though.
I don't think so.
I'll wait to see if he types out anything there.
Call sign better be good.
All right, he said he had 3 of them.
Oh, he's got 3?
He said he had 3. The magic.
That's too many. Let's just end it.
Well, wait a second. I'll answer him after the AMA.
No, it's good. Let's answer it. What's he got?
Well, call sign. You're on the spotlight's on you, brother man.
It's not a cock. Don't spend so much time on it.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I apologize, guys. That's the military. I mean, I'm sorry.
He's coming back up. Here we go.
No.
Hello, call sign.
No.
Yo, what up, call sign?
I have a kid screaming upstairs. Hold on.
I think he's fucking trolling us.
Cool. I asked something about will there be any sponsored gear in the game?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
SOG.
Yeah. SOG is the only knife. All of your armor is made by Guard Dog Armor. There's a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. If there are going to be gas masks, will there be more than one?
Oh, I'm sure there will be. Yeah, the way our guy, our modeler is, there's no way he's going to be happy with just one item. So yeah, most likely.
Fair enough. And as for that, how in depth will weapon or player customization be? Could I like throw on a Schmeg or something, or a balaclava if I wanted to?
Eventually, yeah, we'd like to get to that point. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Your character already wears baklavas, but
Baklava.
baklava, I can't even speak.
Balaclava. I've always pronounced it that way.
Bro, you're thinking about dinner, man.
Baklava, yeah. Fuck. I was scuba diving all day. I apologize. Your character already has that. I think later on, in probably 2023, we're actually going to do a character revamp. We are including female characters for the female gamers. I know there's not a shit ton of them, but we still feel like they need representation. So you will have character models, and we'll be redesigning our characters from the ground up after release at some point. I know our 3D modeler desperately wants to do that. But right now, your characters already wear those. And I could go into the whole speech of why you can't tell the difference between a male and a female character, but I don't really feel like doing it unless you all really, really want me to.
Update you early.
Okay, cool. So there we go. But yeah, you'll be able to customize your character more. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for having me up. I love what I've seen so far. Y'all have a good one.
Hey,
Thanks,
Pick
man.
me out, please.
Enjoy.
All right. We will cut it there. Pretty much right
Last
now.
one. Is there one more?
I don't think so, unless I missed it.
All right. Fucking done.
All right, we're done. Thank you, everybody, for showing up to the AMA. Of course, I'm here around as a moderator, so if y'all still have questions after this, I will answer them. Just drop them in the AMA. Other than that, unless you guys up here have any last words, I will close it out.
Fish, you have anything you want to say? You're always full of brightness and sunshine.
Nah, I'm good.
No? Oh wow. Okay. Eli?
Nope.
All right.
Hell yeah. I meant a few words. That's how you know they're at work, right? All
Yeah, right. Not tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Thank you for showing
See you
up.
guys.
Thank you for being on
Hey,
stage.
by the way, this will be the last AMA, and probably until like February. Like we're gonna stop, and we got to really focus on work. We did this one on a Sunday, sort of, and then it started an hour early. So this will probably be the last AMA we have until February, I want to say, most likely. We got a lot of work ahead of us, and we got some meetings that we got to get done with publishers and that kind of thing. And I need to focus on that fully. And the team really has a lot of tasks that we've got to buckle down on and get done. So if you have questions, post them. I'll answer. Fish will answer. Most of the other devs won't answer. Elijah feels like being a troll. He will answer. That's God's honest truth. Moa answers a lot. Brax. Most of the mods will answer. So just keep posting them. We'll leave the AMA questions channel open so you can ask those questions. And if you catch us in general, or don't ping the shit out of me. But if you have a question you really want answered, like you think it's super cool or a cool idea, please ping me or open a ticket and I'll see it. Either way, just if you ping me a lot, I'm gonna fucking boot you.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll call it there. Thanks, y'all.
Deuces, guys. Bye bye.